Celeb Big Sibling is behind, and the newest link-up includes laundry soap stars, Fact Shaw veterans, a Hollywood actor and a ex-football player, but in spite the rumors, down there is no mark of turbulent Daniels, as still. The year's topic is Sight of the Tempest, and TV audience who had been waiting to see the age movie celebrity, who has had a legislative fight in US CEO Donald Trump card, were teased in a president-themed problem on the Discovery overnight. Time the Shaw's view figures aren't whatever love which they utilize to be, Canal 5 as ever is promise surprises as the episode unfolds. Allows get a see at the new housemates, if thou re yet affliction departure symptoms of loving isle, its 2017 celebrity talkative Alena will be a view for ulcer eyes. Without going the country house, she and ex-young man and blazon team celebrity Marcel Somerville include breakup. Of conclusion loving in one household televised through the nationality, to driving on in else, talkative's lifetime is rich with events to say the low. Largest CBB episode involve a present or ex-celebrity of its Fact Shaw Taui, so he's no surprise party to see ex-Taui celebrity and inhabitant bad boy Dan Osborne in the building. Perhaps the Canal 5 producers are hard to evoke up several of how loving isle sorcery in the Big Sibling building. In July she was take portion in a stockpile car racing in Polar Yorkshire, while she was airlifted to clinic following creature cut of the racing vehicle. The 1 week she got betrothed to her young man fair 7 days following meet him. And now she's been thrown in the CBB building, a big testing for lot a brand new fledged relation in the history. Ex-Cheers actor Kirsty was the at first celeb to come the renowned building the episode and thus was taking into account the at first problem, to act as an, unelected, CEO of her housemates. In spite her a success operating career, currently down there's a lot more than social concern in her lifetime as a Scientologist. Kirsty was grown as a methodologist, a name of evangelical Christian, but transformed to the Chapel of Scientology in the deceased 1970s and has with be one of the religious's largest renowned members, near Tom Flight and John Travolta. Named as Mental Sally, we miracle if she can already forecast that Celeb will be topped the victor of Celeb Big Sibling. Sally does more than rather than 150 dwell-phase shows a year and has as well starred in several TV shows, focus on her uncanny talent. Rodrigo gained the moniker of the Humane Ken Pupa following exposed more than rather than 100 surgeries and procedures, consisting pec implants and Botox, to completely convert oneself. He is a routine on red carpets and has more than rather than 700,000 followers on Instagram, wherever he is seen frequenting beaches, party on yachts and sporting his gallery of corsets. Pattern Chloe Dunn headlines recent year following she was lured in a counterfeit photo session in Italy and detained prisoner for 6 days. The ex-Crowning Road celebrity has accompanied his brothers in Fact TV and is exchanged the Rovers back in for the Journal Chamber. Ryan, who play constructor Jason Grimshaw, is already the favorite to win the year's episode in the bookies. Same's not the at first term of his household to enterprise in Fact TV. His sibling Scott is a ex-Loving Isle competitor or, in 2016, Scott's twin brother Adam emerging on I'm a Celeb. And Ryan rapidly won the at first TV audience voice of the episode, creature selected defect president of the Big Sibling building on Discovery overnight, that is normally a precise mark how he is the largest recognizable and largest famous at the commencement. But CBB story demonstrates how rapidly how can changing. The ex-Stockpile and Liverpool football player has done several of his ex-teammates' nerve by incoming the building. The 35-year-old was fair 15 while he was sold out by humble Notts-shire to Stockpile for £2 metre and he has had an rich with events career with later, in 24 England by 21 caps, and an exterior in the Champions League definitive. But he has as well hit the headlines for conducting period in prison for sip driving and drive time disqualified, and for Creature the at first Prime League celebrity to act time tiring and electric label. Hardeep is no unknown to Fact TV, possessing emerging on Celeb MasterChef and a celeb release of The Disciple. Natalie will just very be named to such TV audience who Kenyan on us Fact TV shows, but they include stipulated several of CBB's largest unforgettable contestants in latter year. She at first emerging on the little display while she took portion in Time of Year 4 persons of US hit Bad Girls Clubhouse in 2009. The show is concentrated on fights and arguments among a little team of distinctive but very violent female, so it took several force for Natalie to be uploaded off the show following a natural quarrel in her company stars. Perhaps the UK sensitivity will boot in and ripe Natalie out for her remain in the UK? But inbound for the Discovery overnight show tiring a corona and declaration herself, this Tsarina of England suggests no. Amongst the normal processed fact stars and laundry soap actors, the is perhaps the largest hardly housemate on the year's show, and one whose disgrace may include to be thoroughly explainable to any TV audience by 30. Nickname was a Watford-born investment banker who brief became one of the largest talked about human beings in the planet. In 1995, time work for Barings Banking, he done a episode of More Dangerous Finance Trades, unauthorized actions how inflicted £800 meter in losses and led to the crash of Barings, the planet's other senior trader banking. It was such a lurid occurrence how it was after done in a movie, named Swindler Merchant, in nickname depicted by Ewan McGregor. Following conducting period in a Singapore jail for his swindler trade, nickname became a motivation orator, but it will be exciting to see if housemates put him in accusation of their trading budgeting. The is the other fact show in the area of a year for Ben. In December, he marital police force official Stephanie for Canal 4's marital at first view. They met for the at first period at the sacrificial altar, but the pair ruined up following the show's definitive scene displayed on TV. He was after charged of deception on Stephanie and acknowledged to kiss else female over her behind. He said the sunshine, I include been blissful. Out of all the havoc of the history year thing nice has happened, that I will ever defend and be thankful to.